Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here, Target Blue Marvel. We finished off the city sections, and if you guys would have seen my other gameplay, you'll know that we one-shotted basically the first node fairly easy, and we did try different team comps. And unfortunately, yes, it does look like the Insidious 6 is still the play here. Still a very key meta team for raids, and of course as well for even if you are planning to use him for Professor Xavier. So definitely for sure, no harm, no foul. The second one, it did take us with a 2-tap just because of the nulls, and I kind of biffed it at the end there. But definitely for sure, you can do a one-shot of it. I just didn't care. I didn't care for it because I was like, you know what? It's one extra day, whatever. Who cares? We're not in a race or anything. But of course, if you are looking to get the diamonds on Blue Marvel, maybe you are a little bit more time crunched than myself because we already have them unlocked and we've already gotten everything we gotten out of the event. But nonetheless, yeah, you can definitely for sure 2-tap it pretty smoothly, and doesn't take much to use your Dark Dimension health refreshes, or if you've got power cores saved up. But I always recommend saving power cores and not using your power cores for heals. Just wait till the day resets so that it's free. Today we are going to be going over the global section here, and we'll take a look at basically what it looks like when we don't use Brimstone. And again, for this one, if you use Brimstone, you're going to get basically 6 ability energy from spawn. They also get Safeguard, and on kill, Brimstone allies also get a 20% speed bar. So pretty much all of them become like Daemon, right? So I mean, a whole bunch of different characters we can use here. I think the best way to show you guys right now is I'll show you guys what it looks like without any Brimstone. And say, for example, you guys are just using kind of like, key raid slash meta relevant characters. Yeah, I don't really know who the heck. I think these guys are all kind of relevant because they are 3.0 stat characters. They've been reworked. I'll just show you guys what it looks like at the start here, because it is pretty gruesome. Because of these Sasquatches, the taunts are super annoying, and we can't really apply any negatives until they basically take their first turn, and we can't even strip off the taunts as well here, even with Quicksilver and Storm. We're able to do some chip damage, but our key characters that we can usually use to strip things off are pretty much useless, right, up until the point they need to take a turn. So unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. And yeah, it's going to be basically a survival battle, and 37 mobs on this particular node is going to definitely for sure be pretty gruesome. So yeah, hopefully you guys are able to see here, like, it is not an easy section by any means. They created this node with the intention for you to use Brimstone, right? So Brimstone is obviously going to be a little bit different here. We'll go in here. Again, this is just, tier ISO 8 level 4. So there we do have a lot of options here, but like, let's go in here with Daemon, and I don't know, we can stick in maybe Phoenix Force or something like that. Because they're kind of meta relevant, right? Because if once the reworked Phoenix Force get their additional members, they should be even better, I think, right? So Daemon takes the first turn here because he is still one of the fastest characters. So this is why he is so good on this particular node. If you notice too, because of our Phoenix Force, they also spawn with Safeguard. So this is also a good play. Unfortunately, we don't get any blinds just because, like I said, we can't apply negatives until I think it's Sasquatch. He's got to take his first turn or something. I don't actually remember who does it, but anyways, yeah. So you can see this is a little bit of a better lineup. Phoenix Force will also be needed as well if you guys are looking to do like Dark Dimension 9, but we'll have to see here. We know that the Phoenix Force team is going to stay relevant for a while, just because they're going to get a new members added, and if you guys remember, we had the Vault, and Cable should be the next one. So now they took their first turn, so now we can start doing some stuff. Now we can actually start applying some negatives, which helps a ton, right? Being able to at least do some dents now to their health is actually pretty massive. So yeah, once you get going, I think it's a little smoother, but I still wouldn't say this is like the best team. If you guys are looking to one-shot this, I don't even know if I'll be able to one-shot it, but yeah, I think the full Brimstone's kind of the way if you guys are looking to one-shot it. And yeah, you can kind of tell it's going to definitely for sure be a lengthier battle. Now, that's kind of like, you know, if you're just going pure meta relevant characters, let's go the other opposite side of the spectrum now. Let's do a balanced approach, right? We'll still keep Daemon there, and we'll use key pieces that are still kind of, you know, relevant to the current meta. I feel like Living Mummy is still really good because he's needed for, as right now, if you guys recall, we need him for Sentry's event because he helps do a lot of additional damage. He's also needed for Echoes of Abyss for Null. So I feel like these two characters right now are very, very solid in terms of the actual meta, and they're not going to give you any wasted resources in terms of investment. Another key character I feel like is really, really good for this particular node is Old Man Logan. Old Man Logan just does so much. He's so darn good. We're going to have him in here. And then I would say, assume that you're not going to be able to one-shot this. Just throw in characters that you know you don't care about that are going to have to die anyways and that are still kind of relevant to the meta. And I'd say, for sure, I think Sentry is one of those characters. He's going to do some good solid damage in, and then he's going to die off, which is totally fine. And then I will say, I don't know, we could probably bring in... I'm just trying to think of someone that has Safeguard, but is also still very powerful as well to help up with the team. Yeah, I mean, we could just do a 3-piece Brimstone as well. But yeah, some people don't want to build up Brimstone, right? You don't want to bring Elsa, and you don't want to bring Hellcat up to, you know, the level 4 ISO 8s because they want to keep those resources close on hand. So I would say, you know, stick with someone that's kind of, you know, still kind of, you feel like you're not going to waste resources on. I'm just trying to figure out who that is. It could be Quicksilver. Could be Storm as well, because they're kind of some of my bigger built-up characters. Omega Red as well. I used him actually in my first run because he was kind of like, at the time, right? Winter Guard was fresh and shiny. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we'll have to, you know what? Let's throw in someone tankier. I'm just trying to figure out here who would be a good 5th member here. Yeah, you could also go the raid route, right? Either like Iron Fist, Lady Bullseye. So yeah, there's definitely for sure some options. I don't know who I want to use here actually. We might just wing it and throw a character that we're gonna assume that's just gonna die, so we don't care about them. Let's stick maybe, you know what? Let's stick Quicksilver in here. I feel like he's better than the other guys. And of course, as well, he's arena meta, but let's throw him in there. Even if he dies, we still have some characters we can use. But yeah, let's see how this one goes. So open up with the special. You see that Living Mummy and Daemon also spawn with Safeguard, which is really nice for us. Old Man Logan's going to be able to get his Safeguard as well here once he does his special. He's going to get the, the second life as well. Again, unfortunately for Quicksilver, he can't strip the positives, but we'll save his ultimates and his specials. And then Sentry here is pretty sweet as well. So we'll throw the basic here just to kind of get some good chip damage here, get some good vulnerabilities. May require some RNG as well. Would have been nice if they targeted Living Mummy instead of Old Man Logan. So that's a little unfortunate. We may have to do a reset here just in case he dies. Yep, he's going to die. Let's see if he can survive some of these other attacks. So it may require some RNG as well. But like I said, Sentry dying won't really matter all that much because we want him to die. So great. He's on the other side. Let's see if that does anything. Let's use Old Man Logan's ultimate now. Now they should be able to get some negatives going. So this will be good. Let's see if we can just get some good damage in here. Oh man, this is gonna sting here. So Ghost Rider is gonna do his thing here. Let's see if anybody dies. Yeah, see, Quicksilver I think is gonna die. Oh, Old Man Logan too. So yeah, so you can kind of see this is the issue, right? Brimstone survives, but then you got to make sure certain characters don't also die off. So I didn't mind Sentry dying. Maybe I need to switch to someone else that's tankier. Who can we bring that's gonna be a little bit better for defense? Eclipse would be okay, I think. But people don't really have her built up either. I guess we could just try the RNG side. Let's try Lady Bullseye, just because she's tankier than Quicksilver. I think she's got more health. I don't know. And she's also got more diamonds. So we'll open up with the special again here. We'll see if we can win a little bit of luck this time as well. It's too bad she can't strip off these negatives as well here. That would be nice. She's actually pretty fast, actually. Her speed's pretty quick. I gotta check her speed out. She's faster. She's quite fast. She's right behind Sentry, actually. So her speed must be at least in the 120, 120-ish or whatever. Here, let's throw the special this time here. Let's just so we get to AoE across everybody. See if this does anything. So yeah, again, she's not able to do anything here. So just use the basic. When we get, if she survives long enough. Oh, I guess she also spawns with immunity, which is kind of nice actually. So I guess I forgot about that part. So yeah, so they target Old Man Logan again, which I guess maybe I need to move him. Maybe I need to put him in to the far side instead of the middle here. It looks like they do like target him, which is kind of, yeah, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, yeah. So this defense down hits hard, and then yeah, Ghost Rider's gonna do his thing, and I think it's gonna kill off Old Man Logan again. So yeah, Old Man Logan needs to survive. Let's throw the ultimate here, and then yeah, we're gonna apply some trauma, get some good amount of bleeds going for us as well. And yeah, hopefully you guys are able to see, like, this is, oh no, we applied some stuff to our Sentry, which was not great. So we'll see if he survives here. If he does not survive, we have to reset again. So we do get to Living Mummy's turn this time, which is great. Let's throw the special here to get the defense up to the team. Or I guess get the defense up to the Brimstones, I guess. Oh yeah, so she's going to die off, I think. Lady Bullseye's going to die here. So yeah, I don't know about the 5th member. But you know what? Let's just continue this onwards. Let's just see if Old Man Logan dies again here. So yeah, this is for sure going to take some time here to get some resets correct. I would say maybe switch him to, no, let's put him to the corner here. Daemon can go in the middle. Maybe he can absorb. Yeah, I don't know if Lady Bullseye's the play either. Let's just do Omega Red. Omega Red, I think, spawns. Is he the one that spawns the safeguard? Or is it Phoenix? I don't remember if he's the one that... Oh, he needs his ally, though, I think, right? But he does have the safeguard, I guess, which is kind of nice. But he doesn't really get immunity or anything. So that's too bad. But still, nonetheless, a very, very good character. We just need some more shards on him, right? So we'll throw the special again here. So this is getting a little repetitive. But yeah, I think you guys can see here. This is a very, very tricky node. Let's throw the ultimate again. See if we can get things going here for us. I'm trying to remember how I did last time. So they still target Old Man Logan. What the heck? Okay, well, yeah, it is kind of weird. Oh, maybe they'll miss him altogether. Oh, no, still hit him. Yep. Oh, come on. Just let him survive. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, that's too bad. Oh, man, he gets yeah, he needs to survive. If Old Man Logan survives, then we're good to go. So, unfortunately, gonna have to reset again here. We'll just see where this one goes. Yeah, he's gonna do the yeah, this is even worse, I think. Omega Red did not help at all. So yeah, I think we might have to just stick another Brimstone member in here for just for the heck of it. But let's try one more time here. Maybe Phoenix is the play. Maybe she can give some heals back. Thunder Strike. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I do not know. Let's you know what? Let's just throw Wolverine in here. Wolverine will at least revive. If there's a chance he'll revive, let's just pencil that in and see how that goes. Throw the special again. Yeah, it'd be nice if we can ultimate, right? If we could ultimate and they could land the ability blocks, it would be such a game changer. But again, yeah, Old Man Logan does his thing here. We'll just do the special. Get a couple things going. Get the death proof. Yeah, he just needs to survive. He just needs those buffs to stick on. Keep the safeguard. And then, yeah, we'll have to see here if he targets... Yeah, see, every single time they target Old Man Logan. What the heck, eh? So they target Wolverine this time. Like, they just need to go after Living Mummy. If they go after Living Mummy, great, right? But they keep going after Old Man Logan. And then he gets pinged here. So he's doing better than last time. But, yeah, then he survives. Let's just see here. Yeah, see? Shoot. Yeah, he's going to die off again. I don't even know if Wolverine's a play here, too. So that's too bad. Yeah, Wolverine dies. Also crappy. I think we're going to have to reset again. Yeah, so a bunch of resets. I might have to just reset a few times until I get the right one so he survives. Unfortunately, that looks like it's the play here. But yeah, it does require some RNG side, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's see. Actually, let's just see if we can get to a turn here. So that should get Old Man Logan up a bit. Do some sentry damage as well here. Sasquatch opens. Okay. We only got one taunt now. So, yeah. So, Old Man Logan finally takes a turn here. Cool. So, unfortunately, I don't know if Wolverine was to play. But, you know what? Finally, we get through after about 4 tries. I think it was 3 or 4 tries. So, once he starts getting those negatives across, it makes such a massive difference, right? So, then watch. We should be able to kill off, I think, maybe Ghost Rider here. Okay, maybe not. I thought we were close enough there. That's okay, actually. We didn't double tap our sentry, which isn't a bad thing. So we'll throw the basic here. Again, just get some energy back to OML Logan. We need to get some more energy so that we can use... We're going to try to avoid our sentry. So we'll throw the ultimate here. This will give speed up to Daemon as well. And then, yeah, OML Logan should get to his ultimate, or his special now. So this will help. And I think we're going to kill off our own sentry, which is unfortunate. Because he's going to bleed out when he takes a turn. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are able to see that here. Like, we just got to figure out who the 4th and the 5th characters are. But once you get going here, it does become a little smoother. Not that much smoother, but yeah, hopefully you can see this is definitely for sure a difficult global section, especially if you're trying to stay off the track here and not use the recommended team, which is obviously in this case they want you to use the Brimstone, right? So I might just throw a 3-piece in there just to see how it looks after this. But yeah, you guys can see it's pretty gruesome to watch. And yeah, like I said, it's pretty rough. I would say purple level 4 isn't too bad in terms of investment side. So if you are able to bring another Brimstone member in, that's what I would do. I'm gonna bring in let's bring in Hellcat. She's got a nice stun as well, so she'll be good. And I as a character, I actually don't mind her because she is one of the faster ones. Where the heck is she? Hellcat's right there. So let's put her in this one. I don't know where I want to put Old Man Logan. They keep targeting him, which is not so fun. We'll put him right here. And as the sentry, do we want to keep sentry? Yeah, I guess sentry wasn't doing too bad. He may be better once we actually get the diamonds on him. But this will be the last. This will be my last time trying this. And if it doesn't work, I'll just kind of fast forward to the gameplay side. I'll try the RNG side and see if I can get some good RNG for you guys. But luckily for us, Hellcat and Daemon and Living Mummy, they do spawn with the safeguard as well. So this actually, I think, makes such a big difference as well. So we're going to just focus everything on maybe the one target here right now, which is Living Mummy, or not Living Mummy, Sasquatch. And then hopefully we can get him low enough so that we can maybe get a double tap from Old Man Logan as well here. So we'll see here. So far, so good. We'll see if they target Old Man Logan. So the first time ever, they don't target Old Man Logan. They decide to target Living Mummy for the first time ever, which is great for us. So this should allow us to give a little better RNG now. Old Man Logan should have a little bit more sustain if he's not getting nuked. And he also has like his immunity and stuff. So that also makes such a difference. Yeah. Okay, he still dies. Okay, wow. That's just brutal. Okay, so Old Man Logan's going to do his ultimate here. This is going to get some negatives finally. Let's see if this does anything to them as well. So yeah, Ghost Rider's still going to take a turn here. But we should be able to get to Living Mummy's turn. And he should be able to... I'm trying to decide if the special is better or the ultimate. Let's actually do the ultimate this time so we can get some speed. Let's get some speed to Daemon and Hellcat. See if that helps. And nice, they still target Living Mummy because he's the only one with the taunt, which is great. Oh gosh, I hope he doesn't die. Oh yeah, see, yeah. So, anyways, I'll leave you guys with that. It's a brutal section here. Hopefully, you guys are able to see that. It's rough. Yeah, I'll play the rest of this one through. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna see if I can cycle through some gameplay, and see if the RNG side is in our advantage. This actually should double tap, I think. Or close. Okay, I thought it would double tap more. I guess not. But yeah, let's throw the ultimate here. This is going to chain off. So yeah, I mean, Old Man Logan is like super beneficial if he actually survives. That's how I did it the first time, and it was with a 4-piece Brimstone. So obviously having 4-piece members, I think makes a bigger difference. But it is kind of the way it goes. But once Old Man Logan gets rolling, he becomes unstoppable. I think you guys can see that here. Even with a 3-piece right now, we're just getting things done. But unfortunately, like I said, it would be really nice if we could actually get Old Man Logan to survive long enough so that he can start doing what he does, right? Which is just shredding the entire board and getting all the trauma and stuff across. So unfortunately, yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes with RNG. But I'll see if I can get some gameplay with a better team, and I'll try around here because, yeah, I don't want to waste your guys' time here. But, yeah, what is the best team for the global section? Well, I don't know if there is a best team. If you don't want to use your Brimstone, it's going to be very, very hard. And if you want to just stay with meta-relevant characters, it's going to be very, very tough, I think, especially if you want to get through the Blue Marvel in time before the event ends. Luckily for us, this is kind of the hardest section. And then once you get through it, it is quite smooth. Even the last boss isn't too bad because we were able to utilize Fantastic Four again. So this is kind of like the hardest section. So once you guys get through it, it is smooth sailing. But yeah, it's getting through it. That's the issue, right? So hopefully you guys are able to see that here. I'm going to keep trying around with some different comps so you guys can have a look at it as well here. And if I'm able to get through this one, I'll see if I can get some gameplay attached for the next node as well so you guys can see it there. But other than that, hopefully helps you guys out. Sorry, again, this is not really what I wanted. The outcome was definitely for sure not great, but we'll keep trying around here and we'll get some footage out for you guys. Hey guys, we're back. Yeah, Scopely is absolutely diabolical. They've pretty much made it so that Brimstone is a must. So I did have a couple attempts here and I was able to get my first attack in and I was able to get some gameplay as well recorded. You guys can have a look at it, but yeah, we were able to just slap in Wolverine, which I mean, he didn't even really make that much of a difference, but he did a good first attack, which is fine. And then because of the situation that I left my attack in, we were pretty much screwed because they dropped like Miss Marvels and Gladiators, and there was really no other way to get through it unless you had a 4-piece Brimstone, just because Elsa helps to do that extra buff to the Brimstone members, and I think she removes the safeguard and stuff as well. It was just crazy. It was crazy, and there was no way around it. Otherwise, I would be stuck there trying to make like 50 attacks. And if you guys are trying to get the blue Marvel diamonds and the stars, there's just no way it's feasible. And again, for this one here, I'm not gonna. The video is already long enough, so I'll attach all the gameplay and the other stuff if you guys want to look at it at the end of the video. I won't have the commentary because yeah, it is quite some lengthy gameplay, but I'll just jump into this next node so you guys can see here, right? Say for example, we still want to stick with a 3-piece Brimstone, and like I said, like it's crazy. I think I used Omega Red, and who was it? I used Omega Logan and Omega Red last time. So I'm gonna still mess around and try to see if there's some options, but it is atrocious because they literally want you to build these teams up, and yeah, I'm actually just baffled. Why can I not use my old man Logan? Oh, I must have switched his ISO weights around. But yeah, let's just throw in here with this team here. This video is already quite lengthy, so I do apologize in advance. But I will, like I said, I'll attach all the gameplay and stuff at the end if you guys want it. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, even on this particular node, it's just not feasible for people to get through this one. I can see now why they did that, because the last node, right? Well, when we get gameplay on the last boss node, you'll see why these sections are kind of meant to be harder, because they wanted to gate you, right? They wanted to gate you on a certain point, and it was like similar to the city nodes where you needed pretty much to have the Insidious 6, or the double nulls at the end will just absolutely destroy you. And oh, I think I should have used the Daemon special first instead of the ultimate. But anyways, yeah, we'll play through it. But like I said, I imagine it will be similar to this one as well here, where there'll be a certain point where you pretty much need the Brimstone. And even right now, we're running a 3-piece Brimstone, right? And people are already kind of sketchy enough on even building Elsa and Hellcat and all the other ones. But yeah, this one's doing actually pretty okay. I haven't gone into this one quite yet, so this one's actually doing better than I thought. So you know what, we'll just keep playing here till we lose. But hey, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have did some gameplay here. I actually threw Storm in here initially, and she did not work. So this is going better than what I thought was going to happen. So, yeah. So, yeah, Blastar's nice here because he is a bit tankier. He's going to allow for us to get some of our ability energy back for some of the other guys. Thinking about this now, I think I should have saved Jeff's special. So then we can strip the safeguards off of Mr. Fantastic. But kind of the way it goes here. Sometimes you just kind of have to experiment and go with it. But, yeah, I will definitely for sure see if I can get some gameplay out. Hopefully without using this team here. We also didn't bring in Old Man Logan, which obviously he's a pretty huge factor on this as well. So Old Man Logan and Brimstone are pretty much key pieces on this. But like I said, it's already a very, very lengthy video, so I do apologize in advance. And if this is beneficial for you guys, hopefully helps you guys out here. Other than that, I think I'm going to cut it here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys can get through your sections here. Like I said, I'll get the one shot or a couple shots on it if I have to, and then I'll get to the last boss so you can see what the boss looks like. But like I said, hopefully you guys are doing okay with your runs. And like I said, the first couple ones, you definitely for sure need the Insidious 6. It's just an absolute nightmare with the nulls. And then yeah, the first Brimstone, or sorry, the first global section, you pretty much need at least 3 members of Brimstone. And then, yeah, like I said, I got stuck behind this Miss Marvel gate, and you'll see that in the gameplay. And then, yeah, we'll test around with a little bit more here on this one, and we see if we can bring in Nomad Logan and have Jeff in there as well. Okay, guys, I will see you later. I enjoy the gameplay if you guys stick around for that. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.
protect your soul.
Invincible.